Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comedian and host of Bachelorette Recap, a guy's review. It is week 7. Let's recap Katie Thurston as she pursues love. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dave, did you fall on hard times? Where's the green screen? Where's all the cool music and the sound and the Diet Coke? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in a rainforest in Belize, and we don't do Diet Coke in Belize. There's no Coca Light over here. It's full-blown, the good stuff, okay? So your boy is living his dream. If this is how I go, then so be it. If you've never joined me before, good to see you. You picked a great time. It's going to be a fantastic recap. I got a little thing here. I'm bringing back the old school fastball. Now, as you guys know, I got fancy monitors. I got green screens. I got sound displays. You cut the crap. I got the whole 9 yards, maybe 10 yards. But back in the day, I had a notebook, a pen, and I had no plan. I still have no plan. But you guys ever see the movie Major League? Charlie Sheen, right? His character came from the Cal State Penitentiary, and he had cut off sleeves, and he had the stupid design in his head. And then, of course, spoiler, they win the whole pennant. It was amazing. Well, Major League 2, he comes back looking really cool, get a new haircut. He's working on some new pitches. He doesn't have that joie de vivre. He doesn't have that rookie energy, if you will. What happens? Can't find his spot. Can't place the fastball. He loses it all until he goes back to the basics. Well, ladies and gentlemen, week 7 of Katie Thurston's season, we're going back to the basics. Let's get right in. No graphics at all. I'm recording this. I'm sending it out into the ether, okay? Now, speaking of the ether, we watched this. We had fantastic Wi-Fi the first few days we were here. Today's Wi-Fi, no bueno. Not too good. So it was very spotty. So I missed little blankets of things. So a lot of question marks here. All right, Katie, Noah edits. Let's get right into it. Katie, and by the way, if you haven't done already, please do me a solid and leave me a like. I'm going to find it right there. There it is, folks. Leave me a like and subscribe. And of course, Instagram's right there. Yeah, I don't have the little buttons on this computer, so very stressed out. All right, here we go. Katie preps for hometown. This is a big pre-hometown cleanup of the guys. There's 2 guys that haven't gotten a one-on-one yet. The other Canadian guy, nobody knows, said, "We got a lot of stuff to talk about." Yeah, like too many Canadians. That's one of the things. Don't you know we only allow 1 Canadian in the Final Four? Two Canadians in the Final Four. A hockey game's going to break out. We can't have that. Speaking of Canadians, earlier this week I interviewed Emily Moynes, who is Blake Moynes' mom. But let me tell you something. This lady has spunk. She's got fire. She is not to be messed with. You're going to love that interview. You got to go check it out. It's on my channel. She wrote a great book. She talks about kind of overcoming adversity. Rising Up is the name of the book. You got to go check out that podcast. All right, let's keep it going. Too many Canadians. Greg got another one-on-one. Breaking news, Greg got another one-on-one. They both wear green. Cute. Ugh, when you see cute couples, we do it all the time. We show up. We'll go get dressed. We'll come out. We're like, oh, we're both doing purple. We're the purple couple now? Okay, we're the purple couple. All right. They do the fake Seattle fish market. Katie's seeing if Greg's okay with how the fantasy suite's going to smell. Oh, come on. Who did I didn't even write that? Leave that one in Belize, Dave. Josh just goes, ew. I didn't even write that down. That was just look, some of them we strike out. Why are you going to say that? No, I'm just saying, all right, you know what? Coca-Cola. Oh, that's good. So they start throwing fake fish everywhere. I wonder if the insurance covers broken light fixtures due to flown fish. Greg says Kate makes him a nervous wreck. That actually felt like a real solid moment with Greg where he was like, you could feel his truthfulness there. He's like, oh, you make me nervous. Not everyone shows their nerves like, oh, I'm nervous. Like some people look stoic and cool, but inwardly they're kind of stuffing it down. That's what men do. We stuff the nerves. We stuff our emotions down the way I've been stuffing dinner down over here. Remember I was on that diet for 7 weeks? It's full blown. It's gone, baby. It's gone. It's all Coca-Cola and luck. All right, the bros chill in the hot tub, waiting it out. This is the part of the show that I love. Why is this all? Did I lose focus for a second there? Is it that late at night? I'm losing focus. You guys aren't even watching. The bros are chilling in the hot tub, waiting it out. The guys tell Katie Greg tells Katie he's ready to meet. He's ready for her to meet his mom. That's a big step, but it's like, come on. These are semantics at this point. It's like, yeah, you're still on the show. Michael gets a one-on-one, so the Canadian dude must self-eliminate. Yeah, this is the part of the season where you start to like take notes, and you're like, okay, well, there's only 4 spots. This is the last 10 minutes of Final Destination. You're like, well, Julie's still alive, but she should have died already. So it looks like there's going to be an axe thrown through Michelle's face. Okay. Katie starts talking in past tense. Never a good thing when Katie starts talking in past tense. You know, the other Canadian goes up and knocks on the door, and Katie's like, you were somebody I felt a connection with. He's like, felt? Feel? Do you feel a connection? She's like, I really used to. He's like, okay, well, I'm going to go get a flight home back to Canada. Group dates get so sad later in the season. No more team building. Don't you miss me and Yusuf? We really miss those dodgeball dates. Now there's, the group date is just like 3 guys playing cribbage in the courtyard. Cribbage in the courtyard. That is a podcast I would not listen to. Just a couple old dudes playing cribbage in the courtyard. Hey, maybe I would. I'll be there someday. All right, so then the group date is artistic vagin. I wrote vagin art for vagina and vagina art, vagin art. Justin catches Andrew S. smooching Katie. He does the office move straight to camera. He sees them smooching and he goes, like, to the camera guy, like, you seeing that my girlfriend's kissing that guy too? He's like, yeah, I am. And he still paints a beautiful butterfly. Like, if I was painting and I saw someone kissing my girlfriend, I'd be like, whoa. But he's like, no, let me finish this wing. Is it good? Listen, I'm in Belize. I'm in a rainforest. Is it good? Just be happy I'm here. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Share with a friend. Blake tells Katie he doesn't love her yet, but he's on the way. Well, that's nice. He's like, look, I don't love you. I'm on the way. Yeah, it's like, look, we're not in the fantasy suite yet. I'm not climaxing, but I'm on the way. He's on the way. He's on the make. He's on the mend. Katie tells Michael A. she looks forward to providing juice boxes to his son. Hey, that's love. That's how she shows her love. Listen, I'm more of a Capri Sun guy. You know what happened in 5th grade when I learned that you squeeze the Capri Sun and then stab it? Back in the day, I used to be trying it with this gentle, kind of flaccid Capri Sun. No, squeeze it. Hold the top. If you don't hold the top of that straw, you are gonna have a wild afternoon. And then you punch it. Or if you want to be daring, you flip it upside down and do it if you're the rebel. All right, who's the rebel? Play some Pogs. Pogs and Capri Sun. That is a specific reference some of you may get. If you are born in the 90s, go wear some sunscreen and leave us alone, okay? All right, so she does her one-on-one. What did I miss? Katie, Katie's got big stepmom energy. They do the group date. Rose goes to Michael even after Andrew did the old outdoor lights and I love you sign. I mean, that's crushing for Andrew. He's like, come on, I lifted you up. I turned the outdoor lights on. I loved you. What do you want from me? Katie does a one-on-one with Mike. They do Cuddle Queen Jean. Is that her name? Cuddle Queen Jean, the cuddle expert. They're dressed like cult leaders. Tasha's Take will be covering this in her video. Go check that out later. They do the old oxytocin hug. And they have nervous laughter. So look, why is Katie even on this date? Why is this guy, is his name Mike? Why is Mike even there? I mean, I guess this was a Hail Mary. She's like, look, I find you very attractive. All you have to do is show up, cuddle me, and not laugh like a little schoolgirl. He's like, well, I can't. She laughed more than him. But, she was nervous. He made her nervous. The lap of luxury, that's when he hugs her thigh. Very nice. And then Katie straddles Mike and she says, I prefer dinner first. She's funny. It's a funny line. She's on top of the guy in national TV. And what does she think to say? I prefer dinner first. She's like, somebody I know is going to watch this. This is why you don't go back to your old jobs. Because you don't need that creepy guy in HR to be like, so, you said you like dinner first. And she's like, ugh, not with you, Tony. Mike whispers to her, you remind me of my mom. Did anyone else catch that? Mike's literally doing the old oxytocin tango, whatever it's called. He's doing we're eating up. He's doing, I got that Coca-Cola energy, real sugar. Mike's literally big spooning her, right? He's letting her hang out with his minor league baseball career, if you know what I mean. She's his new bat boy, if you know what we're talking about. She's shagging balls. And okay, listen, folks, come on, it's a family show. Point is, he goes, you remind me of my mom. And she's like, maybe save that for the dinner portion of us cuddling and don't do that right now. So Mike he's a good guy. It's all jokes aside. He seems like a good guy, It's hard to make fun of these guys. And you're like, no, you seem like pretty solid men. Something was solid in his oxytocin hug. Let me tell you about that. So anyway, folks, He says, I'd rather have my heart broken 1,000 times than break somebody's heart once. And Katie's like, noted. We'll get that to you. And then we go to commercial break. We come back and she's ready to leave the cult. Katie dumps Mike. Snuggling wasn't enough. He says he's bummed. Not much emotion. Look, he looks sad, but like he also looks, again, I don't mean to project his virginity onto his emotions, but he just looks like he's never gotten to a place of ultimate intimacy with somebody. I'm not saying that has to be sex, but like, this far in, it's like, come on, like look at Connor, right? Connor left and he was like, wearing his heart on his sleeve, very emotional. And Mike's like, nah, bummer, bummer, man. Stunk. That's stunk. It's like, you don't want to get broken up with and just say bummer. All right. They do the rose ceremony. She sends Andrew S. home, which was rough. Andrew says, I will forever hold you dear to my heart. And then Katie tells Caitlin that was a first hard decision she's had to make. By the way, back in the day, the ladies would go wild when I turn the page like that. Do I still have my fastball? Let me know. Hashtag, he still has it. The things you do for some attention, right, folks? All right. By the way, if you're still watching here, we just lost a light. Can you see that? We just lost a light. Oh boy, breaking news, folks. We're down to one light here. Maybe I can just plug this in while we're still talking because this is called ingenuity. We do it on the fly, folks. I got 2 lights here. I packed them in my luggage. I paid $35 for the extra luggage just so I could chat with you guys. What was I talking about? Oh, so here's your question of the day as I prop that light up. Here's your question of the day. I am in Belize. What other countries have I done Bachelor or Bachelorette recap from, and where was I? Let me know if you can name the different countries. It's not rocket science. It wasn't that far away. But if you can name where I was. I mean, I've done some recaps in some places, guys. Some places. It's hard to get Wi-Fi when you're in a national park somewhere. Anyway. So let me know. Katie has the post-breakup doubt. We've all been there. She's like, I don't like you. Then she starts waxing poetic, and she's like, ooh, boy, but that sex would have been good. You know what I mean? Boy, sex, and she didn't even have it, but sometimes sex is really that's going to throw you in a loop. You're trying to dump somebody, and then they're like, but remember? And you go, I remember. Yeah, I do. But you don't have a job, Tony. Tony's like, but do you remember? She's like, yeah, you got student loan debt. You're 41. I remember. When you have student loan debt and you're 41, you learn how to go down on a lady. Let me tell you something about that. You give her the old Sally Mae. You know what I'm talking about? You give her that old Sally Mae. Defer those interests during the pandemic. You got defer your loans where you. Okay, all right. You got half the time I'm saying lines just to see if Tasha peeks up from the hotel bed over there. Which, by the way, this little the light already went out again. Forget it. This little nook doesn't do this place justice, but go to Tasha's Instagram if you want to check out the, we got some drone shots. We pissed off some of our neighbors. They're trying to have a nice quiet night in a rainforest, and we're like, do what you got to do. Create that content. Anyway, Andrew stops by to be like, are you sure? Andrew stops by Kate, and he's like, I know you broke up with me, but you sure? And then I'm sure this was producer driven. He left her a note that says, if you change your mind, I'll be waiting. And it's like, bro, don't wait too long, live your life. Then she runs out of her room. This is where the internet went out. She runs out of her room, and then my internet goes out, and I go, no, please, no. And then I'm pretty sure she ran. Why did she run after him? I don't even know what happened. She ran after him, but she didn't change her mind. And then, real Nicholas Sparks moment. And earlier, if you saw my video yesterday, I talked about Nicholas Sparks and all the rom-com adventures. I didn't see the scene. I didn't see the Nicholas Sparks Greg Grippo scene. We saw it all over the previews, but my internet went out. So anyway, Andrew says, I want my future wife to choose me, and I wasn't chosen. Bro, that's it. That's just a really nice way of saying she just wasn't that into you. Now, she was into you, but she just wasn't that into you. Now, if anyone needs any advice, if someone's not into you, let me tell you something. Call my voicemail number. I make content. I give some good advice. Look, a broken clock is right twice a day. If you have specific dating advice you'd like answered by a guy who's not trying to bang you, that's important. You ask a guy who's trying to bang you for dating advice, he's going to give you the old Bumpin' Harrison's dating advice. He's going to be like, well, you should see a guy with a purple shirt. I'm just giving you the platonic dating. I'm going to friend zone you and then give you good dating advice. Call the voicemail number. I'll do a video later this week Maybe I won't. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if I get good voicemails. But leave a voicemail and we'll get you in on one of the next live streams. It doesn't look like I'll be live streaming for the rest of the week. As you know, I'm out of town. It would be a complete miserable experience to try to live stream with bad internet. If I happen to get good internet at my next hotel I'll be going to, then maybe I will bless you with some live stream. But in the meantime, do me a solid, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment. It helps with the algorithm. I appreciate you all so much. No outro music here. We're keeping it real classy. Have a good one, and thank you for all the kind comments. Bye, everybody.